Real Estate 101. I just got finished working out and wanted to make a quick video. I want to talk about mistakes that I made with real estate. When I be on here, I'll be just talking about how amazing it is and how I did this and how I did that. Let me also talk about those mistakes that I've made to let you know so you won't make those same mistakes I made. Well, yeah, it's 2000 and maybe 2001. It's like 2001. I'm 21 years old, and I have a girlfriend, and we jamming and everything. And I'm thinking that this is somebody that I'm probably going to be with. And in my mind back then, in order for me to get money out of a property, I had to sell the property. I didn't know nothing about refinancing it. And what I did was my great idea, my wonderful idea was, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is my thinking at age 21. I'm going to rehab this property, and then what I'll do is I'll sell it to my girlfriend. That way, I'll get the money, plus I'll still have the property. I was thinking like this because when I first started doing real estate, I was really winging it. I'm self-taught. Nobody taught me. Nobody sat me down and really talked to me. I'm self-taught. I really am. So I didn't know that in order, if you want to pull money out your property, all you got to do is refinance it. I didn't know that at the age of 21. And like I said again, I didn't have nobody to go to tell me this. So I did that. I sold the property to my girlfriend at the time. And in my mind, okay, I got the check. The check that I got was like for $50,000. I was so happy, I couldn't believe it. I still remember holding that $50,000 check in my hand like, damn, this shit really worked. And I'm like, okay, I still got the property because I got my girl, and now the property's in her name. We just gonna rent it out. So I got a double whammy. I got me a $50,000 check, and I got me a property that I'm about to get ready to rent out every month. So as I'm looking for a tenant for the place, me and my girlfriend at the time, we get into it. I catch up. We get into it. I don't want to be with her no more. Okay, well, guess what? She took that property. I'm leaving. This property's coming with me. And it wasn't nothing that I could do about it because the property's in her name. She has insurance. The mortgage is in her name. The deed is in her name. Everything's in her name. It's nothing that I could do about it. You want to leave? You're leaving this property too. You want to stay with me? Maybe we could talk about it. But if you want to leave, this property's coming right with me. It wasn't nothing that I could do about it. I had to wind up walking away from that property. That's one mistake that I made. Another mistake that I made is I had a bunch of rentals. When I was like 25, 26 years old, multi-unit buildings. Back then, in my mind, I'm going to be the property manager. I'll take care of everything. If somebody calls me and says, oh, a door got broken, I'm going to call my maintenance person and send the person over there. Or if I need to find a tenant, I'll just find the tenants myself. I was doing everything myself in the beginning. I was trying to do everything myself. I would just put an ad in the newspaper. This is before Craigslist or any of that. I put an ad in the newspaper, and I'd be so thirsty to rent out the apartment. Do you have the money? That's all I wanted to know. Do you have the money? Yeah, I got the money. Okay, well, give me the money. You getting the keys. I'll move them people in. Then people would move in there. They give me that first month rent, first month security, and I would never get another payment from them ever again. I've had people that moved in, several people that moved in, they'll give me that first month rent, first month security, and I never get no more rent. And then when they finally do move out, they taking my stove, they taking my refrigerator, and anything else that they can get up out of there. I've had that happen to me several times. I was just so thirsty to just get somebody in there, and in my mind, they're gonna just go in there and just pay the rent. Back then, I didn't know how to screen people. I didn't know how to go through the proper steps. I didn't even have the software to screen people. I was just taking anybody who had the money. That's a fact. And I was just doing anything and everything to just try to get my apartments rented out. Now, what happened was I probably had like 5 multi-unit buildings. And what happened was in 2008, the real estate market crashed. And when the real estate market crashed, everybody, the recession, there was a huge recession around 2008. Everybody and their mama just stopped paying rent. Nobody was paying rent. I probably had, let's just say 16 units. Out of those 16 units, I was probably getting rent for like maybe 3 of them. A lot of them were still vacant, and then a lot of them people just wasn't paying rent. I wound up losing some buildings behind that. Dealing with regular tenants, not knowing how to screen them, just putting anybody in there, and when shit hit the fan, excuse my expression, when it hit the fan, everybody just stopped paying their rent. That's the reason right now I only deal with Section 8 tenants. That's the real reason why I only deal with Section 8 tenants, because I remember what happened to me. I remember how I lost some properties behind of that. Nobody's paying the rent. So those are two other major mistakes that I remember, two other major mistakes that I've made in my life doing this real estate thing, and that I just don't want you to ever run into, because it happened to me and it could absolutely happen to you. This is what happens when you go into a business not really knowing what you're doing, you know? So that's the video for this week, Real Estate 101. I'll see you on the next video.